Thomas K.R. Stovall, Chicago, Illinois. I run a company called Luminary. We build online education companies around subject matter experts. I've known Justin for 6-7 years. More recently, found out what he does in the investment space. And the last year and a half or two, I've started to grow more surplus, and I'm coming into the problem of figuring out what to now do with money to grow it and to keep it, not so much how to make it. And it's a different conversation than I was having in my peer groups. I heard about the event after joining the Mastermind, got introduced to that about a year ago from Justin, and the cash flow investing principles were the language that I didn't have for the ethos that I was developing around how I wanted to grow my income and my asset base over time. And once Justin laid out for me what this was and what we'd be covering in the Mastermind, it felt like the right place to be. The principle that's always guided my entrepreneurial career, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 19 years old. I have an electrical engineering degree that I've never used. I started my first business in college. And I've always looked to find the people who were doing exactly what I wanted to do and invest whatever I needed to be in the room and learn directly from them. So that was my goal here. Justin looked like he already had cracked the code, and I wanted to learn directly from him and also be in a group of people who also were interested in that same conversation to get the network. The biggest investments that I've made in myself and my education always come with the biggest rewards and the biggest gains. So it wasn't so much whether or not it was painful to make the kind of investment. The pain for me is taking longer than I need to figure it out and bumping my head against the wall and taking the long route. I want the shortcut, and Justin had the shortcut. So for me, that's been worth the investment. The mindset shift of looking for cash flow investments versus kind of general investment conversations has been key, because if you're searching for a Toyota, you're buying a car, automatically you see all the Toyotas on the road now. It's been like that for me the moment I signed up for the Mastermind. Now all of a sudden I started seeing cash flow investment opportunities all around me that I just wasn't noticing before. And I've taken the step pretty quickly into getting into a couple of those, even outside of Justin's group. So, and they were there, I just hadn't noticed them. I didn't have the language for them, so I couldn't distinguish them. What lifestyle investing is primarily is pretty basic. At the first level, we're looking to cover our living expenses with passive income. And at the next level, we're looking to cover our lifestyle, right? The life that we want to live with passive income. And then once there's enough surplus, where we're covering our basic expenses, we're covering our lifestyle expenses, then there's space to now say, we don't have to work anymore because all the expenses covered. Now what can we do to grow our asset base and grow something for generational wealth for our family? So our kids and our kids' kids and that whole group of people don't have to figure out the stuff we're figuring out this generation. That's what it means to me. Being in the room, it brings a different level of clarity. It brings a different level of access. The relationships that I've made just over the first 12 hours, getting here yesterday and conversations today, these are people who I'm likely going to do business with, I'm likely going to do deals with, and people in this room, their mindsets are open. They're actively looking for what's next. They're not coming into it like, all right, well, what's this person about? It's okay to brag on yourself here. It's okay to say what your superpower is, and people are leaning into it right away. They want to work with you. So that for me is the exciting part about being in the room, is the people who I get to grow with. The difference between researching and trying to figure this out on my own, there are aspects around finances, investing, saving, budgeting, income tax, like that whole conversation. I've been researching this diligently for the last year and a half or more, piecing it together, figuring out the consideration set, trying to identify what questions I need to ask and how do I even qualify people properly. And in one session today, I was able to get access to Tom, who already has all this figured out. He's got 50 firms around the country who I can talk to now who have the playbook. I don't have to figure this out anymore. I would much rather pay him whatever his price tag is to shave off the next year in the next $20,000 or $30,000 that I might spend hiring people, firing people, wasted time. It's just faster if I can identify the experts and learn directly from them. So this event so far has been worth the price tag. The Mastermind for me has been worth the price tag. I know for a fact that I wouldn't have started my own small investment group until I joined this Mastermind. And there's 7 of us. We've got $300,000 that we put into a cryptocurrency mining rig management purchase within the first 30 days of joining the Mastermind. I wouldn't have even been paying attention to that if I didn't join this group. And within 65 days, it's made us back close to 70 grand. And those kinds of things are, I just wouldn't have been paying attention. So the ROI is great for me so far. I think people who are forward focused, people who are open, who are looking to learn new things, who have some surplus, and they're trying to figure out, what do I do to grow my money and to keep my money? You know, I've kind of got the making money thing figured out. What do I do to grow and keep? Like, those are the people who should be in the room. Oh, Justin's amazing. Justin is the most unassuming, down-to-earth guy. If you've got a question, he's got an answer, willing to talk to anybody and everybody. However, what I love about what Justin does is he curates the room for the offer. So when there's an application for something, that's how you get my attention. Because at some point, it's not just about whether or not you can afford the thing or whether or not you're going to learn something. I want to be in rooms where the people are going to be asking the types of questions, are going to come with the type of mindset that I can grow with. Because I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. It takes something for me to leave my family for 4 days. I'd stop work 5:30 p.m. every day. I'm home with my babies. So I think that kind of person is the kind of person that Justin curates in rooms like this. The value for me has been exceedingly high. I love the people so far. I love the knowledge. The energy in the room is fantastic, and it's a comfortable place to be. It's been an experience that's been super high value for me, and I'm looking forward to doing more.